rehearsal video for Love Came Down, the alto part, for the second movement, For Unto Us a Child is Born. If you look at your music, starting on page 10, the first thing that everyone sings is the word love, which is a continuation from the previous movement. You're holding that out for 4 measures there, and then for the altos, you don't sing again until page 14. Those next few pages are just the tenors and basses. So we're going to start over on page 14, and I am just going to kind of play and sing through the whole alto part. And I would encourage you, as you're watching this and practicing, to go back and try these sections again, and just keep doing that until you feel comfortable with them. So this is basically felt in 2. The time signature is 4/4, but it moves along pretty quickly. So if you want to be feeling it kind of in 2, I'll count us off. At page 14, the last measure, this is the starting pitch, and the tempo is about 1 and 2, and here we go. 1 and 2 and sing. For unto us a child is born, for unto us a son is given, and a government shall be, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, upon his shoulder, upon his shoulder. That is kind of the end of the first section. The next section begins with the tenors, so I'll play their line, and then we'll continue on with the alto part. The tenors would sing at letter H, and his altos, and his name, and his name shall be called, shall be called. He is the wonderful Counselor, Almighty God, the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. And at that moment, we change keys. Notice the dynamics that are marked on there's that last section that I sang. If you look back at the top of 18, those last couple measures, there's a big crescendo into the fortissimo section. He is the wonderful should be really big. And then as you're coming to the end of that section, the last couple words on that page, Father, there's a decrescendo. And then as you come into letter K, everybody's coming getting softer, following the decrescendo into peace with the new key. Then the next several pages are again just the tenors and basses. So if you flip ahead to page 21, at the bottom, the last measure is where the altos next come in. So the tenors and basses would have just finished singing the government shall be. Okay, so they come to the end of that, and we come in right on this pitch, For Unto Us, going into letter N. For unto us a child is born, for unto us a son is given, and the government shall be, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, upon his shoulder, upon his shoulder. And that is the end of the second movement. Just another note in general, the phrases are a little bit on the long side, so you want to make sure that you get deep breaths before each one. And for example, let's look at just the very beginning at page 14 where you first come in. The phrases are kind of divided by rests. So when you sing, "For unto us a child is born," that would all be in one breath. Then you do another one, "For unto us a son is given," and another breath. And if you can follow that pattern throughout, that way we don't have choppy phrases. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to play the recording of the accompaniment with the full orchestra sound as well as the sound of the voices, and just sing along with the alto part. So you can try that with me. So we will be starting in the beginning of the movement now with the orchestra recording. You will hear our note on love held out, and then we'll just listen as the tenors and bass part would be sung for the next couple pages and come in again at page 14. Here's the love being held out. Love. And the tenors and basses sing. Here's coming to letter B. And page 13, this is letter C. And letter D, so we come in at the bottom of this page. For unto us a child is born, for unto us a son is given, and a government shall be, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, upon his shoulder, upon his shoulder. Now the tenors begin at letter H. Altos. And his name. And his name shall be called. Shall be called. He is the wonderful Counselor, Almighty God, the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. The next part is again just the tenors and basses. Letter L. This is letter M. And altos coming in. For unto us a child is born, for unto us a son is given, and the government shall be, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, upon his shoulder, upon his shoulder. that is the end of movement 2. Happy practicing.